One quiet evening in November 2012, something unexpected happened in the life of Danny DeVito. After more than 30 years of marriage, the woman who had stood beside him through fame, chaos, and Hollywood success packed her belongings and left their home. No press conference. No dramatic accusations. Just silence. And for a man whose entire career was built on noise, laughter, insults, unforgettable characters, that silence echoed louder than anything he had ever heard. But here's the truth most headlines missed. That moment wasn't the start of his struggle. It was simply the moment the world finally noticed it. Because long before the awards and red carpets, Danny DeVito was a boy the world underestimated. Standing just 4 feet 10 inches tall, growing up in a working-class Italian-American family in Neptune Township, New Jersey, he was constantly reminded that he didn't fit the picture of success. Kids laughed. Teachers overlooked him. Hollywood would later do the same. Imagine growing up hearing the same quiet message over and over: you don't belong here. So Danny learned something powerful early. If people were going to stare anyway, he would make them laugh. Humor became his armor. And that survival instinct would later turn into one of the most distinctive careers in Hollywood history. Born November 17, 1944, the youngest of 3 children, DeVito didn't grow up around movie stars or industry connections. His father ran a small business. His mother held the family together with determination. Success wasn't promised, it had to be fought for. At 17, almost by accident, he visited the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York. Something clicked instantly. For the first time, being different wasn't a weakness, it was a tool. But the early years were brutal. Audition after audition ended the same way. Too short. Wrong look. Not what we're searching for. Many people would have quit. DeVito didn't. He turned rejection into fuel. Then came the break that changed everything. In 1978, the TV show Taxi introduced the world to Louis De Palma, a loud, ruthless dispatcher played with unforgettable energy. The role earned him an Emmy and a Golden Globe, launching him into stardom. But DeVito wasn't finished proving people wrong. During the 1980s and 1990s, he became one of the most versatile figures in Hollywood, acting in films like Batman Returns, directing the beloved Matilda in 1996, and producing influential movies through Jersey Films, including Pulp Fiction in 1994. Yet success has its own cost. Long work schedules, pressure, and the relentless pace of Hollywood quietly strained the life he built with Rhea Perlman, whom he married in 1982. Together they raised 3 children, Lucy, Grace, and Jacob, but decades of fame created distance neither of them expected. When their separation became public in 2012, people saw only a headline. What they didn't see was a man reflecting on a lifetime of choices. And yet, even as Hollywood began shifting toward younger stars, DeVito refused to fade away. In 2006, he joined the chaotic comedy It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, playing Frank Reynolds with fearless energy. The show eventually became the longest-running live-action sitcom in American television history, introducing him to a whole new generation. Today, approaching 80 years old, Danny DeVito continues working, not because he needs the fame, but because storytelling still excites him. The boy once told he didn't belong built a career spanning 5 decades, shaped major films, and made millions laugh. And maybe that's the real lesson hidden in his story. Sometimes the world decides who you're supposed to be before you even begin. Danny DeVito spent his entire life proving that verdict wrong: one role, one risk, one laugh at a time.